Okay guys, now I'm going to run some stitch samples for this beautiful Aster sewing machine, and the camera's on the same table as the sewing machine, and it's kind of an old table, so I'm hoping it doesn't, bounce a little bit as the strong machine works over here. So if it does, it's just the best I can do. But I have all kinds of fabrics, and I'll tell you what it is as I go through. It doesn't mean these are the only fabrics or the only number of layers of the fabrics this machine can do, just trying to give you a wide sampling. So when you start, make sure it's threaded properly. Pay special attention to the tension area. If you get any loops on the back, it means you haven't threaded it correctly, and the tension just needs to be especially paid attention to, because it's pretty straightforward. So hold the end of your threads just gently for the first few stitches. Okay, that's quilter's cotton. Let's loosen the tension a little bit. Now I have 6 layers of a heavier cotton. Let me slide it under. Okay, 8 layers of a really heavy cotton. And now I have 8 layers of an upholstery weight cotton. Like a woven. It's just getting sure you get the fabric under the foot. Really easy to maneuver back and forth. Okay, now I have upholstery weight. Let's see. Looks like 6 layers, nice and heavy, like for a sofa. And now, because you probably wouldn't do 6 layers of upholstery weight, but what this is telling you right here is, like, if you get to a seam, you can fold the seam or whatever. I mean, usually you'd only have 2 layers, but if you can go through 8 that easily, or what did I say, 6? Let me count them actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 layers of like a sofa upholstery. And if I can go through that, then you're not going to have any problem putting trims or cording or going over seams or anything with those kinds of fabrics. Now the next one actually is 2 of these layers of upholstery with a real heavy decorative fringe in between. You can make a pillow in 5 minutes. Now we have quilted stuff. We have 2 complete layers of a bedspread. Nice and fast. Now we have 4 layers of a heavy suede. Let me turn it over so you can see that. Okay, so this again is upholstery weight. Just make sure it's underneath the needle. It's the same color as the machine, isn't it? There you go. I just got it a little bit messed up when I was changing fabrics. Smooth and responsive that is. Now I have a really heavy woven upholstery weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers here. You'll see me slow down a little bit between fabrics just to make sure it's underneath the little foot properly. Now let's pretend we're making like a backpack, a lunchbox, something like that. We have heavier, not super heavy, but denim, and then batting, and then denim. And then up here I have webbing here that I have a buckle on. So just to give you a little example, again, roll it forward. Let me fix my thread here. I think I pulled it a little bit because I have my thread kind of rigged off of a big spool instead of a little one that you'll probably be using. It's kind of an odd setup. So let me see if I can get that straightened out real fast. Okay, there's my bobbin thread. Let's redo my upper thread. Watch how easy it is actually. Around the tension disc, hold it on each side, go up the spring, lay it in the tension disc, go under and up. Make sure it grabs a little bit, roll the take-up lever up, down on the nose, into the needle. I just kind of got a little bit pulled because, like I said, I have this kind of a strange arrangement trying to make the thread come off of a really big spool. There we go, threaded it. Looking good. Let's see where we left off here. Okay, here's our denim. Slide it under. Hold the thread a little bit. Okay, and and that was that webbing. No problem. Now we have 4 layers of heavy blue jean fabric. And I can definitely do more. Right here I have 8 layers. And now I have 3 layers of really, really heavy leather and suede, really heavy suede on the back, motorcycle chaps, like for jackets and stuff. So it's apparel leather, but it's heavy. So again, you make sure it's underneath. With leather or vinyl is something that's very thick and coated. You set the needle, and the reason for setting the needle is if you put it down, and this is industry standard, it's not me just making this up. If you set it down, then the needle will rise and then fall quickly, and you keep on going. You don't go stitch, stitch, and stop with leather and vinyl because it's not really good for the machine or the leather even, because you only get one chance to make a nice stitch. But if you start with it set already in, and then you hit the pedal, it gives it the momentum of coming up and gathering speed to come back down and go nicely, okay? Alright, and that's leather. And just for grins, I have some more. This is a real supple, nice leather for like a lady.